Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this video from. For those that do not know, I'm a forex trader, I'm a day trader, and my name is Yosa. You can call me Yosa. So I'm gonna be breaking down some trades I took last week because this is a new week. I'm recording this video on Sunday, so this Sunday market is gonna be opening tonight. So I'm gonna be showing you guys some trades I took last week on my $80 account. Although these $80 accounts, I've lost like 60 something dollars because before I was able to deposit to like $80, I first of all deposited $20. So I was doing it $20. You get me? So the first $20 I deposited, I lost it. So second one I lost it again. So the third one was I was able to grow it to 80 something dollars back, which means I made all my losses back. You get me? So let me just break it down for you guys to see. So these were some trades I took last week. This one right here, some trades I took last week. This is CHF JPY. So I took this trade right here. This was a buy position. So this was my entry. This blue icon you're seeing right here was my entry, and this was my exit on this particular trade. So let me just show you guys the analysis on how I was able to catch that trade. So basically, my analysis do start from the 4-hour time frame or 1 hour time frame, like the higher time frames. So I don't usually go to like daily time frame. I'm not that trader that go to weekly, daily to start looking for one support and resistance or one zone. You get me? So but if the 4-hour time frame is not clear enough for me, or the 1 hour is not clear enough, then I can go to daily time frame just to get a better picture of what structure is showing is telling me. You understand? So this was how I was able to catch this. This was my first trade from I think this was last week. Was it last week or yeah? No, this was not last week. Okay, this was my first I was able to catch on CHF JPY. So trend was bullish, everything was bullish on the 4 hours. So everything was bullish on the 4 hours. For those that do not know market structure, so you can see we had the low here, we had the high. Price broke that previous high, giving us what a high and a higher low, which is this high was our new indication. Then gave us this higher low. Then we had what a high by price indicating that the bullish trend is going to continue. You get me? So we had this pullback. This pullback was what I was looking for. Waiting for buyers to hold this support right here by not breaking this previous low. So that was how I was able to catch this trade. Then when I go to smaller time frame like the 1 hour or 15 minutes, you'll be able to see how I spotted. Okay, let me go to 30 minutes. You'll be able to see how I spotted this trade. Where is it? Yeah, so this was how I was able to catch this trade. You see, we had a low, we had a lower high, we had a low again. No, sorry, we had a low, we had a lower high, we had a higher low. So price breaking above this previous high right here. Don't know if you guys can see properly. So price breaking above this, we had a low, lower high, higher low, higher high. So I was actually just waiting for this pullback in order to take the trade. So me seeing this candle, this 4 hour, this 30 minutes candle closing above the previous one was actually my entry. So that was how I took this buy, and I was able to ride it to the top. So I was able to ride it to the top. Then my profit target would just be that previous high, because when price is given an indication, correct itself, whether downtrend or uptrend, it corrects itself, then price is going to be going back to that previous high that it was coming from. Don't know if you guys understand. So that was how I was able to catch this trade. And I think I made was it $20? I made $20, I think so. Yeah, I made $20. So although I'm going to like add the profit that I made, I'll add it to the video. So although I don't know how to do it yet, because I'm just learning how to edit right now. So that was how I was able to catch that one. Then this one, I was able to catch this sell from this position right here. So that was my sell position. Now, how did I see that sell position? You can see we had so you can see after price hit my targets, I took my profit right here. Buyers failed to break this previous high, so it was enough confirmation for me to know that this is now a reversal. Like, buyers do not want to continue with that trend, because if they really do want to continue, they would never allow sellers to break this previous low. Very simple. So after I took my profit here, I was just sitting on my hands. I was just waiting, to see what structure is going to show me next. Then sellers was able to break this previous low, indicating that buyers do not want to continue with the trend, because if buyers really do want to continue with the trend, they would never allow sellers to break this low. So we took out that previous low by what price giving us a bearish indication. Then we had the correction by price not breaking, by buyers not breaking this previous low. Then we had the bearish indication. Then this was the pullback, the correction, and this was the continuation. And that was how I was able to catch this sell right here. So I'm also going to be showing you guys the entry, how I caught my entry. So this was the position right here. You can see we have our previous high right here. So price had a pullback, which I was waiting for my entry. Then we had at that pullback, you can see structure is just showing everything right here. Structure is just showing everything. Then we had this high, higher low, equal highs, the price breaking, giving us what? A bearish indication that yes, sellers are now coming in. They really don't want to continue with the trend. So I waited for this pullback, and that was my sniper entry. It was actually a sniper entry. And this was my sniper entry right here. So that was how I was able to ride the trend down, and I took my profit right here. So this was how I was able to ride it down, and I took my profit right here. Then I also made, I think I made $20 from that one as well, from this position. Yeah, here I was fixing $10. No, I think I made more than $10 on this trade. Yeah. So that was my position. Then I also caught this sell. I caught this sell last week, because this is Sunday. I'm making this video on Sunday afternoon. So I was able to catch the sell again. I waited for this pullback. So this is 3 trades back to back. First buy position, second sell position. So price gave us a new indication breaking this previous high. I waited for the pullback, and I was able to catch this position, this sell. I was able to catch that sell trend again. So you can see the same thing, repeated the same thing, just me repeating the same thing. I waited for the pullback. This was the new indication, bearish indication. This was the bearish indication. I waited for the pullback, waited for my entry, and I took it. So this trade is still running though. I'm actually like, I think $19 in profits. But because of the spread, because this is weekend, so market has closed already. Because of the spread, maybe I'll be in like profit of $10 right now. But if once market opens, the spread will go back to the way they normally are. So I'll be in like $19 to $20 in profit right now on this particular trade. So this is my sell entry on this particular trade. I've been holding this one since I think 3 days ago. Since I've been holding this one since like Thursday. Can't really remember. So that's it for Chef JPY. Then I took a loss on BTC. That was, BTC almost made me blow this account because I took it from $25, I took it to $80, which I recovered all my losses. Then I lost a lot on BTC. I'm not gonna lie, because BTC is one of my favorite pairs. So I was just see one thing I want to tell you, man. There's one buy entry that I took, which is this buy entry right here. So one thing I just want to tell you guys, man, once you plan your trade, make sure you trade that plan. You get me? So why did I buy right here? Why did I buy right here? Now on this trade right here, I was actually looking for a sell position. I was actually looking for sales right here, but because I saw DAX, I don't know if you guys know DAX, I saw DAX on IG saying he was going to buy. So I was like, since DAX is going to buy, I just changed my bias. You understand? Which I was never supposed to do. I changed my bias. I started looking for buy position, and guess what? After I took my buys, price went straight to my stop loss. I lost that trade. So, which means I was correct on my first. Prediction. So I took the loss. I took another loss again right here. Although this one was a counter trend, I took another loss. Right here. I took another loss right here again. Although this one was just me following the trend, because this was not a bearish trend. You get me? So as price went, I entered. Price went into profit. It took me out again. Let me go to smaller time frame so I can show you guys. Go to 1 hour time frame. So yeah, this is it. So although this was a counter trend, which I was never supposed to do. You don't trade against the trend. You follow the trend. Whenever price is buying from the higher time frame, you take buys. You look for buys. Whenever price is on the bearish trend, you look for sales. Whenever price is on the bullish trend, you look for buys. So that's how it's supposed to be. Normally, I was breaking my rules right here. I was never supposed to trade against the trend. So I traded against the trend. This week you're seeing right here, this bearish candle that took me out was actually market opening on Sunday night. So that day, I think that evening I was actually sleeping. I just woke up to see my stop loss being hit. So I was like, it is what it is. I broke my rule, so I paid the price. Then this was my sell entry that I was waiting for normally. You get, because it's actually a bearish trend. You can see, actually very simple. We had a low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I was waiting for my sell entry right here. Then what happened after I entered? Show you guys. Then after I entered right here, you can see that was my entry. The red icon was my entry. After I entered, I think it was 2 positions. Yeah, I entered 2 positions. I can't really remember though, but I'm gonna be, if I'm able to edit it and I'll be putting the profits and the losses attached to the video, because I don't know how to really edit yet, so I'm just making a video for the first time. Actually, my first YouTube video. So that was my sell entry right here. I took a sell. It went into profits, came back, took me out. I entered another sell position again because I saw that it was still gonna sell. Entered another sell position, went into profit, came back and took me out. Crazy. It was very painful. I think I lost $40 or $30 on these ones. It was very painful. Then right now, what BTC is doing, I don't really know. So if you check from the higher time frame, we already had, it seems like buyers are holding this support. So it seems like buyers are holding this support right here. So if you're still going to go, but I think I'm just going to wait, so I'm not going to stress it. I think I'm just going to wait and see if buyers would hold this level and continue and reverse. If they are going to hold this level and reverse, then or also see if they will continue. I think I'm just going to wait for these two levels to break, something like this. So I'm just going to wait if seller breaks below, I'll wait for that pullback, look for my entry, continue with the sell trend. Then if they break higher, if buyers break higher, I'm just going to wait, which is giving me a bullish indication. So I'm just going to wait. Then I'll wait for the pullback. Then I'll ride it to the top again. So I think that's what I'm going to do for BTC this week. That's what I'm going to do for BTC this week, because I already had my 2 entry right here. I already had 2 entries right here, which I was stopped out from. So 2 entries, I was stopped out. Price broke the previous high. I think this is a higher low right now. Then buyers are going to continue with the bullish trend. But I think BTC is going to buy though. So we don't know yet, as we all know, trading is a game of probability. So we just have to wait and see what buyers and sellers are going to do. So that's for BTC already. Then we have GBP USD. So GBP USD was actually good to me, I'm not going to lie. I also caught 2 trades on GBP USD, which you can see right here. I caught this one. That was a sell. I was able to catch. So I caught this sell right here. It was actually like looking very clean, very strange. It was looking very clean, which we can see. Even a novice will see this very strange. It was actually very clean and clear. So took my sell entry right here. I wrote it down. I took my profit right here. So I didn't want to be greedy because we already hit target. Because this was my target. That's how I trade. I trade from zone to zone. So wherever that indication is coming from, I'll just ride it back to that level. So that's how I trade. Then I waited for the pullback, we had a new indication again. I waited for this pullback. Let me. Hey, the double lights. Oh boy. So I waited for this new indication. I waited for this pullback. So I took another entry right here, sell entry right there. I wrote it down. I took my profit right here. So targeting this level, the support level. So that was where I took my profits. Then I took a loss again. I took a loss on this place because we had a bearish indication. This was the correction. Then I was seeing my entry right there, so I had to take it. Then I took a loss on this one. Then something happened. I think this move. Okay, let me show you guys how I took this loss. Let me show you guys how I took this loss. It was actually everything was actually showing me that it was gonna sell. Then I had to enter. Where is it? Okay, let me go to 30 minutes. Yeah, this is it. This was my sell entry right there. So we had this bearish indication. This was the correction. We had higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low. Or should we call this a lower high? Did it break that previous? I don't know. So we had this higher low. Then I entered. Also, the reason why I entered was because of the 4-hour time frame. Because we had these 2 bearish candles back to back. So I just waited for the pullback. And if you can see this 4-hour candle, this 4-hour bearish candle actually closed below the previous one. So I saw like these 2 4-hour candles back to back. And when I went to 15-minute time frame or 30-minute time frame rather, I saw that break of structure, like price sellers were breaking that previous low. So I just had to take it. So that was my entry. Then price took me out. I took a loss on this one. So then I started seeing the market as what? Bullish. Because now I started seeing the market as bullish, right? I started seeing it as bullish. I started seeing structure as bullish. Then I plotted my analysis. Then this has not happened yet. So let's just imagine that price was right here. You understand? So this was actually my analysis. So that was actually my analysis. So we had a bullish indication, then price corrected itself, then this was the correction. Then I was actually waiting for buyers to hold that support, which they did, but guess what? I missed the trade. This trade went into profit like it was just too fast. I think it was Trump. I think Trump tweeted something or he did something, because I don't really follow up with fundamentals. I'm not a fundamental guy. Those news and those stuff, I don't really follow up with it because I don't trade news at all. So I think it was Trump. Trump tweeted something, then it went crazy. I missed it. It was so painful. It was so painful, I'm not gonna lie. So this was it. So we had this was the bullish indication, and this was the correction. So because buyers was already holding support right here. You can see we have that equal lows, which some people that do trade chart patterns, they call it double bottom. Yeah, but I don't like. I'm not a fan of chart patterns, so I don't use chart patterns. So we have this equal low right here. You can see lower low, lower high, equal lows. By failing to break this previous low, then we had that bullish indication. Then this was the correction. I was actually just waiting. If I had known, I would have just placed my buy limit right there. But I was actually just waiting because I think I was doing something. Yeah, I was busy doing something at home. So I just came back, boom, went into profit crazily. It was so fast. It was less than 2 hours. It was so fast. So it went into profit. That was how I missed that trade. Then what did I do next? Let me show you guys what I saw next on GBP USD. Then after I missed that trade, so after I missed this buy entry, price hit target, failing to break above. So now showing us that there is no bullish indication yet and there is no bearish indication yet. So what do you have to do? You have to wait. So I waited, price pulled back and broke this previous low. So you can see we had, okay, let me just read the structure again. So we had low, higher highs, higher low, equal highs, lower low, by sellers breaking this previous low. So not giving us what? A bearish indication. So that was okay. So that was how I was able to see that price was going to sell, that GBP USD was going to sell. So although I also missed this entry though, because this was supposed to be my entry right here, I also missed it. It was just too fast. I was waiting for like a better pullback. So price just pulled back a little bit and started going crazy. So we had a bearish indication. This was the correction. All I was waiting for was price to shift. So this was the correction. So what did I do? So we had higher highs, higher lows, lower lows. I was actually waiting for this pullback. I was actually waiting for price to like pull back, give me that deep pullback. No, this pullback was just too small. It was just too small. So I was waiting for price to at least pull back to this level. Although I wanted to enter when price broke this previous low though. That would have been kind of aggressive, but I was actually just patiently waiting for it because I knew it was going to sell. So we had this pullback. It was just a little pullback. Price just wicked out right there. It didn't pull back like properly. So it started going crazy. I missed it. So that was how this week. So that was how last week went. Then for GBP USD, for those that want to trade GBP USD, all you have to do is just wait. Very simple. So this new week, we'll wait for a new indication because GBP is still bearish. So we are still going to be selling. So we just wait for a new indication. What am I doing? So this new, you just wait for a new bearish indication, wait for that pullback, look for your entry, then you write it down again. Or if buyers are able to hold this support, because we have a support right here, you understand? So once price is approaching a certain level, just expect any reaction. It's either it's going to react to that level or it's going to break it. Very simple. You get me? So so this new week we're actually going to wait. It's either sellers are going to break that support or they'll just continue, or they'll react to that level. Buyers will now hold it at support. Then if they break above, we'll start looking for buys. But right now, GBP USD is bearish. Let me go to far and see. Yeah, so right now GBP USD is bearish. Yeah, except buyers are able to hold that support. Then if we break above this previous high, I'll wait for the pullback. I'll look for my entry. So that's it for GBP USD. It's all a game of probability. It's either it's going to buy or it's going to sell. So, but me now losing a lot, because I lost a lot on BTC. Like it was actually over trading, because I started this account very well. I took like 4 trades back to back. I think it was last month. I took like 4 wins back to back. BTC gave me 2 wins back to back. GBP USD gave me 2 wins back to back. Then CHF JPY also gave me wins. So I started messing up when I started over trading, and I was going to like size up my loss. I started risking more. Normally I was risking $10 per trade, but right now I started risking $20, so which I was never supposed to do. So when I took those losses, it really affected the account. I almost blew it. But thank God right now on CHF JPY, I'm still in profit. But if this trade hit target, because this is actually my target, I'm targeting this low right here. So this is actually my target, and I think I'm risking $13 on this trade. So if CHF JPY hit right now, I'm going to be making $60 or $17 on this trade. So I'm going to be making $60 or $70 on this trade. So it's going to bring me back from those losses. So hopefully you're waiting, because I'm in a sell position. You can see right here. Sell 0.05. That's my lot size. So you can see the sell position right. So I'm just waiting for price to hit. So hopefully this week price is going to hit my target, and I'll make $60 or $70 on this trade. So I just pray hit though. If it doesn't hit, that means if you reverse it, that means I'm going to be blowing this account. Honestly, because my balance is actually $16 right now. My balance is actually $16 right now. Okay, let me just show you guys. You can see the deposit right there, $82. You can see the profit, $65. You can see my balance, $16.73. So these were the losses I took. Let me just start from the top. So you can see my first deposit is $10, and I lost it. I was risking the whole $10. I lost it. I deposited $26 again, and I lost it. I deposited $20 again, and I lost it. Get me? So I deposited $25 my first trade. So this $25, my first trade, I was risking $10. $10, I lost it. So second trade, I was risking I think it was $15. So I was able to make $25. So that was when it started going well at the beginning of this $25 deposit. So it started going well. I was making profit. I had 2 wins on BTC back to back. I made $40. CHF JPY, I made $12. So you can see that was how I was going gradually. Now I took this loss on BTC USD, $36, which it was not supposed to be so, because I was over risking. So my risk on that trade was just too much, because it's a small account. So I'm just trying to like compound it. So that was how I was taking losses and wins. So you can see then I won like 4 trades back to back here. After that, I started over trading. This was where I messed up. I started over trading, because one thing I want to tell beginner traders, just stick to 1 or 2 pairs. Honestly, as a day trader, stick to 1 or 2 pairs, because after this breakdown, I'm going to remove like 2 pairs. I want to be trading just BTC, or 3 pairs max. Just stick to 3 pairs. I'm going to be trading just BTC, GBP USD, and maybe USD JPY or CHF JPY, because I'm in profit with CHF JPY right now. You can see that's the $10 into profit, $10 in profit. So it's actually supposed to be like $20 though, but because of the spread, or $19 in profit, but because of the spread, so we see how this week goes. So you can see, as I was showing you guys, that was when I started taking losses. So this week I'm gonna be sticking to like 3 pairs. Yes, 3 pairs. So 3 pairs. Wait for high probability trades. I'm just gonna be trying to be very disciplined. That's if this trade hits. If this trade hits profit, hit my target, and I make $60 or $70, it's going to bring me back from those losses. You understand? So I'm going to try my best to be very disciplined this week. So this is it though. This is it. This is it. So what trade am I going to break down again? I stopped at, okay, this is USD CHF. So okay, for those that want to trade USD CHF this week, all you have to wait, because I'm not going to trade it though, but let me just break it down for you guys. All you have to wait, you can see we have this higher low. Price is actually bullish. Higher low again. All you have to do is to wait for a new indication. Bullish indication, wait for a bullish indication, wait for price to pull back, correct itself, then you look for your entry and continue the bullish trend. So this for CHF, USD CHF. So, but if buyers fail to break that previous high, all you have to do is just wait for sellers to break this previous low right here, which will not be giving us a bearish indication. You wait for that pullback, look for your entry, then you write it down again. So this was USD CHF. So USD JPY, I also took some beautiful trades on USD JPY. So the trades that I took was actually looking for a buy position. So we had this, as you can see, price is actually bullish. We had these higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low. So I waited for my entry. So this was the bullish indication. So bullish indication, this is the correction. I waited for buyers to hold that support, failing to break this previous low. So that was my entry. So it was actually a sniper though. It was actually a sniper. Although I didn't wait for the confirmation. So as far as sellers was able to take price down to this level, and it was bullish, so I just entered, placing my stop loss below this previous support. You get me? So because I knew that if buyers really do want to continue with that trend, sellers would never break that level. So it was actually, my entry was actually aggressive here. So I rolled it up. So that was how I was able to catch this buy. This was my entry and this was my exit. So I waited. The price gave us a new indication. Price gave me a new indication. Corrected itself. So on the 4-hour time frame, on 30 minutes time frame, you can see we had that break of structure right there. I enter right here, but for whatsoever reasons I was taken out, I took the loss. So I waited. Again. So normally I was supposed to I knew price was still going to buy. I knew USD JPY was still going to buy. So but when this move happened, when this buy trend happened, I already took it out of. No, I think I was already on USD CHF JPY trade, so I didn't want to take this. So you can see I didn't want to take it, so this would have been my entry. You can see price at lower low, lower highs, higher low, higher high. So my entry would have been price breaking above this gray zone. You can see right here, because it is this one now is very clear. Like, the entry would have been very, very easy to spot. So you can see we had lower low, lower highs, higher low, highs, higher low. So by price breaking above this gray zone right here would have been my entry. So, but it is what it is, man. So USD all you have to do this week, we are still very bullish. Oh, what am I doing? So USD we are still very bullish. For those that want to trade it, you are still very bullish. All you have to do is wait for price to give you a new indication. Correct yourself, breaking above this previous high. Correct yourself, you wait for your buy position, then you ride it. Then gold, for those of us that trade gold, I don't trade gold though. So for those of us that wants to trade gold this week, so gold is actually very, very bullish. All you have to do, gold is actually very, very bullish. So we can spot market structure right here. So we have these higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, easy, higher lows. So all you have to do is wait for, you can see, oh, I'm not supposed to delete that. So you can see we have buyers holding that support already by what, giving us equal lows. So you can see, so with this pullback you have lower lows, lower highs, equal lows, then new highs. So normally all you have to do is just wait for gold to pull back, but we know it's a new week, so market is going to be opening tonight. Gold is going to, it might even gap up. Like, gold is going to continue buying. You get me? So gold might continue buying, might not pull back, but if it pulls back, you go to smaller time frame, maybe 15 minutes or 5 minute time frame. You wait for price to shift. Then you take your entry, you ride it back to this level. So that's it for gold. So what else am I missing? BTC USD. So for BTC USD right now, it's not really clean. So I'm just gonna wait. It's not really clean, I swear. So it's not really clean. So I'm just gonna wait. So BTC USD is not really clean. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna trade it. So GU is clean. CHF JPY is also clean. USD CHF is also clean. All we have to do is wait for buyers to give us a new indication if he wants to continue with the bullish trend. So USD JPY also clean as well. So all we got to do is wait, man. So please, for those of us that are new here, that are seeing this video for the first time, please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask me questions if you want to, or you can click the link on my bio for those that need a very good broker. You understand? So for those of us that need a very good broker, the spreads are beautiful. Registration is very easy. Before you register, they will verify your account. It's very easy. They don't stress with that. You understand? So all you have to do, click the link on my bio. So if you need a good broker, so click the link on my bio. You see it right there. Ask me questions if you want to on the comment section. You guys, so I'm open for questions. I'm gonna be answering you if you really do not understand whatever I've been explaining. You get, so please like, share, and subscribe. Comment, please, guys. Let's go.